So welcome back to Starlee's review. This is episode 7, I think. Yeah, we still have like 10 girls. All right, so after the lip sync, so this is after Candy and Tamesha lip sync for their livelihoods. Candy wins. Like I said, I agree. She was good. She was better. But Tamesha. So Candy now feels bad and guilty, which I feel like we were missing something because we didn't really see like too much reconciliation between Candy and Tamesha. But I guess she was crying. Also, she probably got reality checked because she thought she was like the shit, and then being in the bottom two, it's like, well, the judges are getting sick of you already. So already we're starting to see everyone hates Elliot, or like Elliot just thinks everyone hates him.
You were fighting it the most. The only person that doubted you was you.
Right.
Because I feel like it's very that where she thinks like, oh, like no one cares about her, blah, blah, blah. And when later we'll find out it's due to probably like depression. But yeah, kind of feel bad for Elliot, but kind of feel like he should, I don't know. All right, so next day we're back in the workroom. So Rosé has a nightmare that she went home.
Send me home.
And Candy's like,
Promise you're going home. I promise. I promise you are going home.
So RuPaul comes in, kind of looks like this like BDSM like conductor of like a stripper train or something maybe. So now we finally get the reading challenge, which I feel like this one was pretty good. Pretty good, not the best. Everyone was decent, except I think Utica was terrible. And Elliot. So Rosé reads Lala on her ball challenge looks, which, duh. Rosé's read of Candy, you have eaten tons of it. Denali's back twerk. Gottmik's reads are like pretty good. She reads Utica for being weird, and she reads Tina for like having broad shoulders. Tina's like tight end, and Gottmik's like not what I heard. Also, Candy, I didn't think her reads were that good. She likened Rosé to Purdue chicken. She's like, yeah, you're like the raw chicken, like unseasoned. It's like, well, duh, like you have to put seasoning on it. Then she just ends up being like going mean. It's like, remember those like Fifi?
Are you talented at, drag?
Just calling people like terrible. She calls Denali forgettable, which is like funny because later in Untucked, like Denali gets sad for being forgettable. And to Utica, she says, "You're weird and creepy, but I want to blow you," which is weird. I honestly thought Simone's was the best. She did her like accent, like she did like the accent, and she read Tina. She's like, "How much Tina did you burn, girl?" I also like Lala Ree's, like she just has a way of delivering it. Like Rosé, like when I think of Rosé, I think of expensive champagne, but when I look at you, you look like tap water. Olivia's was terrible. I don't know. They just showed one read of hers of Candy, and I'm guessing that was the best one. Because she basically just says, "You talk a lot, except when you're having sex." It's like, so, and then Tina Burner goes, and she calls Utica the new Dorian Tori of Drag Race. I was like, for someone who doesn't know that many references, she sure pulled out an obscure one. So then Elliot goes, FYI, Elliot, he's wearing his like cow print runway again. But he's just I feel so bad for him because he knows he sucks. He knows he can't read, but he tries and he fails. And then he tries to read Candy, and he's like, "You can be super mad. Here's a cape and fly the hell out of here." It just doesn't make any, like there's 4 different like jumps from like cape for like superhero, then super mad, like super man. Girl, I feel so bad for him, especially because he has depression. And then after Elliot throws the cape and no one laughs, he's just like, "Can I go now?" Okay, so Gottmik wins, which I think I agree with. I don't know. It's so hard to tell when they only show a couple. But I think, like, again, Gottmik had that, like, read back from Tina calling her a loose butt. So I think that was the door and the nail coffin. That's not the phrase. A nail in the door. A nail in the coffin. Do you know what I mean? I think you do. Okay, so the maxi challenge is going to be Bossy Rossi After Dark, which I was like, but then it was like, it's like improv, but like they already assigned people characters. So I don't know. I guess, yeah, it's an improv challenge with Ross. So they're automatically assigned teams. We're already getting like, so Tina and Elliot are assigned together. And Tina's like, oh, Elliot's my partner. Oh my god, she's gonna be so bad. It's like, bitch, you don't fucking know that. I mean, she will be bad, but you didn't know that at first. And here we get the annual, like, have you done improv? Like, do you know? Like, yes. Like, remember, like, remember, like, last season with, like, Jackie Cox and, like, her group or whatever, and she was like, well, you have the yes and.
One, you're going to learn how to listen to your partner. Oh, I need help with that.
It's like, I was like, I hope we don't go into that again. And turns out we didn't that much. It's kind of like some queens like have had more experience in improv, some queens haven't. So next we're back in the workroom. So Candy's all like paranoid now because Michelle read her for being like, I don't know, like what the word is, like hood or like having that like street like thing, and Michelle told her like it wasn't going anywhere, which is like ouch. So Candy, like in the rehearsal between her with Simone, Candy's like very low. I don't know, she's very low energy, being like, yeah. And then Simone's like, I'm worried because like I feel like she shouldn't be doing that. Like we need high energy.
Energy.
So Denali, Rosé, and Lala are a group. I feel like Denali just like assigns Lala her role. Denali's like, well, I want this one. I think you would be good at that one. It's kind of shady. Lala was like, yeah, I just started like watching TV to like prepare for this role. And I was like, what? So Utica automatically goes, so she's already setting herself up to be like the best, where she was like, I was in an improv troupe for like 4 years. They called me the scene stealer. Like, you're probably like the scene murderer. So we get a little bit of like a confrontation between Utica and Olivia over who gets to play Cheryl, which apparently is the mime. Olivia sticks to her guns and is like, well, Utica, since you're so good at improv, you can take the shitty role and I'll take the awesome mime role that will win. And then I like Olivia's confessional. She's like, well, Utica, you've been to like improv universities. Utica's like coming off as being very like arrogant almost in a sense. And then Olivia's like, who knows? Maybe I'll end on the top again. And everyone's like, psh, girl. But like, actually. So next we move on to Bossy Rossi After Dark, which I guess is a play on Andy Cohen. It's after whatever special, who cares? So Ross, like, I used to have a talk show, but then when my video of like hitting a traffic cone got leaked, I was fired. I was like, and then, okay, so the first one is Rosé, Denali, and Lala Ree. So it's also weird, like, how I feel like it's harder for some people because they're all coming out one by one. So it's definitely harder for the first person because they have to act for, like, the whole fucking time. Rosé comes out, like, the whole premise is, like, there's an invisible boyfriend, and they're all being, like, pregnant from him. So Rosé is pretty good. Ross is like, oh, what's your favorite part of Jason? I forget the guy's name, Jason or something. And she's like, definitely his penis. It's like a wind penis or something. I don't know. Then Denali comes, and I mean, the funniest part was when she comes out and she tries to like twerk on his lap, and then Rosé gets all offended. She's like, that's my man. That's my particles. So Lala Ree comes out. And at first she kind of makes it more complicated. She's like, fall back on him. And then it's like, so you want someone to fall over onto their back without. So it's like, she should have just death dropped, I guess. But But it was a funny premise, and she was being funny. I think she was just trying too hard to insert something that was crazier, I guess. I don't know, where she should have just played along more. But then I do love when Lalaurie like lifts up her shirt and she's like, but it's like not the same skin color, but I don't know why. And then the baby comes and Lalaurie's like, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but it's cute. But okay, so next we move on to, I guess, Mimology. So that's Gottmik and Olivia and Utica. So Gottmik is the first to come out. And I think I like her character. Like, it's very Gottmik, but it's also very like, oh yeah, like, but my book, you know, pushing her merch or whatever. Gottmik was very like, she was speaking like how she usually does, and she was kind of hard to hear at some points. So I was kind of like, ooh, is she gonna be like in trouble? But then Olivia comes out. I don't know, it just worked. Like, she wasn't doing anything particularly like out of the ordinary. You ran, and then she was just like running, and then she stopped for ice cream. I don't know, it just worked. It was funny. She was good. But the churning butter. But honestly, I think Olivia, like, I feel like the reason it worked was because Gottmik was good at narrating too. So then Utica comes out. And then she was like, she goes on this tangent about having a Starbucks drink, that she wanted to be like taller than the tall, which, what? Just like interrupting everyone. They're interrupting. Girl, you know it's bad. That shade symbol is gonna start sounding. And then, like, the climax or whatever is, like, Olivia, you're gonna like say your first word. And then Utica's just like going off and off, like keeping and like talking and talking. Olivia's just like, shut up. Sorry, it's cold in here. Okay, so next we get Candy and Simone. The whole premise is like Candy and Simone are like ex-best friends, I guess. And Candy had like a video like one night in Tiffany, a sex tape leak. So then Simone comes in. Oh. Candy is very like demure, and like she's like kind of like, ooh, oh, I'm like proper, which I guess is like because she wants to like distinguish herself from her other persona. Simone comes in. I love Simone. I thought Simone should have been in the. Oh, Simone was in the top. Oh, Simone has a bunch of like candles or something. And like she was like, and this one's betrayal and it's for her. And then I was like, so sad, and that's why I named Desperation. But then like at the end of the segment, Ross was just like, I hate candles. And he like throws the candle. I was like, oh. So next we have Tina and Elliot. Well, Tina's just like, she's just like too over the top. She's like, oh, I teach exercise. And then she's like being all like super sexual. And it's like, girl. And then Elliot comes out and he's just like super low energy. Girl, it's like, if you can't keep up, then just like, if you can't match Tina's energy, then you have to be the absolute like opposite or something. Like something like super just like, oh, like, you know, it's just, otherwise it's not gonna work. And they just start like hitting each other's big boobs and it gets weird. And then it's like the proverbial like making out thing. Like, remember freaking like India Farah and Mayhem? So next we're back in the workroom getting ready for the runway, and now we have like the heart-to-hearts again. So Simone talks about like her brother and her mom and how she has to be like perfect for her mom because her brother went to jail and stuff. Very sad. And then Elliot talks about how she has depression to Tina, of all people. Yeah, it's very sad. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot we're not seeing between Elliot and the other girls because the other girls seem to like not like Elliot at all. I don't know. We just don't know, you know? And then they start self-producing again, so Candy pretends to be Maury, and then everyone's chasing around Lalaurie. And I love to see Elliot, like, Elliot's participating as well, so I'm like, oh my god, he's changing. Okay, so now we are at the runway. The theme is Beat It. So it's about beats. So Denali comes out, she's in this big like chandelier costume. Kind of reminds me of like Alexis Michelle's, not Alexis Michelle, Alexis Mateo's like merry-go-round drag. She's like, yeah, I'm obsessed with lamps, so I wanted to be a lamp.
Are you just looking at things in the office and saying that you love them?
I love lamp.
I was like, well, you did that. So Rosé comes out. I feel like she looks like kind of like Rainbow Bright. It was good. It was good. So Gottmik comes out and she has the anal beads hair. But girl, this was done already. Fucking Latrice did this in All Stars. I think Vanjie did this. Like, she's like a fashion forward girl. It's like, it seemed kind of lazy in my opinion. So Olivia comes out and she comes out in the like a painted kind of number. I feel like, didn't Aja do something like that? Or it was like a painted, oh no, was it Trinity? I don't know. Kind of looks like that on the dress. But she has Candy's hair. She should get a doc for that. So Candy comes out. This runway kind of made me upset because Candy comes out and she has the freaking hair, like the hat made of hair, which Miss Cracker already did. Candy's is a lot like wider, but I wasn't impressed. And then she had the little boobs. She had the little flat boobs with like a pasty thing. I don't know. I didn't think it was that impressive. So Lala Ree comes out and she has the Mardi Gras beads like running, you know, and they swish like on her curves or whatever. I thought it was good. Well, this was the first Mardi Gras look we get, which apparently there were like 4 or 5 more. So I was like super impressed, but like after seeing everyone else's Mardi Gras like beads, and Tina Burner comes out and she's like this like Mardi Gras like clown with the makeup. I actually think this is like I didn't mind this look compared to all her other looks. I actually liked it. Yeah, she has orange hair again, but it actually went with the outfit. Good on you, TB. Oh, and then, but then it's like ruined automatically because she goes down with like a really good dress and then she just like reveals like a shorter skirt. Oh, and then she has the Mardi Gras beaded boobies, but then she like takes it off and then it's just like a boobie. I don't know. You didn't need that. You didn't need that. It was good as it was. So Simone comes out in this like Zulu, I guess she just says like, look. It kind of reminds me of some of Raja's looks, like very like her, you know, her tribal look, very kind of like that, but she looks great. She's very skinny. Her hair is like amazing. It has Simone in the back. Yeah, very fashion. Elliot comes out in this like flapper look with like the Mardi Gras beads. I like this one better than Lala Ree's. I just felt like the beads were more placed, like, I don't know, it's more like constructed, I guess. I liked it. She looked good. So then Utica comes out and I'm just like kind of confused because at first I'm like, oh wow, because it's like a bridal look with like all the like the webbing, but there's just so much going on. It's like she just draped like these pearl necklaces all over herself, but like then there was like blood coming out and then like bloody like red like undergarment. I don't know. It was just too much going on. I feel like she should have simplified it more. Also, I feel like hasn't she worn that hair before on the runway, like the short pussy wig? Okay, so now we get the critiques. Lala Ree, Olivia, Utica, Candy, Simone, and Elliot are the ones getting critiqued. Everyone else is safe. If you've seen Untucked, they're all like sad that they're safe. Or at least Denali is. Denali's like, oh, I wore the chandelier, so I should be in the top. I was like, so Lala Ree, they like her outfit, but they hate her, they hate her drag. No, I'm just kidding. They hate her improv. So Olivia, they like all around, which honestly, it's again, like same with last time with the little black dress runway. I was like, whatever about her outfit in terms of the other people. I feel like it was kind of simple. The concept was a little simple. And we've seen the hair before with Candy, so I don't know. But Utica, they liked the look. They didn't like the improv, obviously, because it was terrible. She should just go home because of that, but somehow she's safe. Candy, they like the improv and the look. Simone, they like the outfit, but obviously the improv was terrible. And Elliot, oh wait, no, I'm sorry. With Simone, they liked the outfit and the improv. Elliot, they found the improv terrible, but they did like the outfit. Finally, we have Olivia is the winner. Shocker. Like, I feel like, I don't know. I didn't peg her to be like a double winner. I don't know. I guess everyone else just needs to set their pussy up. Utica is safe. And Elliot and Lala Ree are in the bottom, which I don't know if I think Lala shouldn't have been in the bottom, like I said, but I mean, I get it. She's already been in the bottom. She didn't do great this week, and her runway outfit was kind of forgettable. It was okay, but compared to the other Mardi Gras beads one, I don't think it was that great. So the lip sync, they're lip syncing to. So I didn't know this song. This is like a Kelly Clarkson song or something. It's like a country song, and it was so weird. But they're just like they go down. They're like swerving together. So Elliot does like 2 like splits. Lala Ree doesn't. So I don't know if Lala Ree can split, but I feel like she should have. And then, but what sold it for me for Elliot was she was whipping the beads, the Mardi Gras beads. She's like. So Elliot wins. Lala Ree goes home. And I feel like this is one of those lip syncs where it was like, if Lala Ree had been doing good prior to this point, I feel like she would have stayed. But because she was in the bottom, like I feel like she has been in the bottom the last few weeks. That's why I think she went home. And then I think Elliot was just in the top. So I feel like it was very even lip sync. But I feel like because of that, like, it got kind of, that's why. Bye.